Hey everyone, Devin Knupp here, and I just wanted to stop what I was doing real quick to share this with you. And the thing is I think I've realized why a lot of people, or majority of people, haven't gotten results. And this may not be speaking to everybody, but it's for most of you. And the way that I know this is just because I talk to a lot of people just through like different direct messages, and I get a wide variety of people reaching out to me. And this is where I get a lot of my information from. That's how I'm able to help a lot of you. I built up this personal brand, and I get a lot of you messaging me, asking me different questions, and I see the same common questions over and over again, but there's like a simple solution to a lot of the answers that a lot of you have. And the thing is not necessarily that you don't have the right set of knowledge, or the tools, or the right mentoring, or anything like that. What a large majority of you have a problem with is not taking action. A lot of you are sitting there trying to gain more and more information, but you're just like, don't take any action whatsoever, and it doesn't really make that much sense to me. If you really want to get results in real estate wholesaling, and you want to go out there and close a deal, you're not going to get results by sitting behind your computer, sitting behind your phone, and just trying to think all day of like what to do, or coming up with different game plans. As soon as, like, the reason why I feel like I've had success is as soon as I come across something that I'm like, whoa, I can make money from this, I go out there and I literally just go out there and try. I start taking action, and I don't understand all the pieces of the puzzle. I just understand the basics. I see people are getting results from it, and I start taking action from what's available and what's out there. And as I start taking action, I start to run into different problems, and then I solve those problems as they come up. Anything that I've ever tried, which even though it was probably stupid of me to try different business models throughout the last year and a half, or almost 2 years since I've been doing entrepreneurship, I've always gotten results in some sort of way. Like, I've had some sort of success. I made money in some sort of way. I've gotten some sort of success. And even though I didn't scale it to the moon and make tens of thousands of dollars a month from that business model, just because I was working on too many things all at the same time, and wholesaling was really the only one that was consistent for me. But the thing is I always just took action. I saw the business model, and I realized, like, hey, this works. There's a large amount of people getting results from it. I see the numbers. I'm gonna go take action. A lot of people, like, there's a lot of like skepticism, which is totally okay to be skeptical. But there's a certain point where you just need to go out there and take action. And as you're taking action, adjust as time goes on. I get an unbelievable amount of people messaging me about different questions that they have before the problems even come up. And the simple solution to their problem is just go figure it out yourself, to be honest. Just go out there, take action, and start trying to find success. So now, how do you apply this to real estate wholesaling? Let's say you're trying to get into it, you're trying to get results, and you want to go out there and close a deal. What you need to do is figure out what the basic bits and pieces are of the business model, which most of you watching this video, you already know, and just take action with what you have available already. So whatever knowledge that you have, whatever you found out, whatever research you have, figure out what is the first step for you to take, and just take that first step. And as you start taking more and more action, you're gonna start realizing, like, hey, okay, I need to do this next, I need to do this next, or I run into this problem, how do I solve this problem? So there's a large majority of you that fit into this category, and if this fits you, why are you not taking action? Seriously, ask yourself. Lock yourself in a room, like go take a long shower or something, figure out why you're not taking action, and just go do something. Like, even if it's like the most minute amount of action that you're taking, even if it's just making one phone call to see if someone's interested in buying properties, or trying to build a connection with the real estate agent, whatever it may be, like, really just do something. And as you start doing something, you start to realize, okay, now what's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step after this? And every single little bit of action that you take, you're getting some feedback from it. You're getting this feedback loop of, okay, so now that I've done this, now I'm ready to go on to the next step of taking action. And you just gotta keep doing that over and over again. And as time goes on, you'll start to get results. Now, this is for the flip side, for those of you that have taken action and haven't gotten results. First of all, evaluate. How much action have you actually taken? How many hours have you actually put in? Have you put in a lot of work? Are you like willing to do whatever it takes to get results? Or are you kind of just half-assing everything? Figure out, are you actually doing what it takes necessary? And if you are taking action, you've talked to hundreds of sellers, 200 sellers, 500 sellers, 1,000 sellers, and you haven't gotten results, sit back, just take a second and just think about like what happened in all of these scenarios. Was there any circumstance that you got a little bit of movement forward? You got a little bit of an advance and you took a little bit of a leap forward? And evaluate like what helped you get to that next step, and just keep trying to get to that next step. Well, trying to get to that, trying to replicate what you did to get to that step, even if it's just going on an appointment with the seller. Keep trying to figure out how to go on more appointments with sellers. And as you start going on to more appointments with sellers, then you'll probably maybe sign up a deal under contract. You'll find a motivated seller. Okay, now that's your next new level. And try to keep getting to that level and going on to the next level, which would be getting under contract and selling that contract. So there's levels to business, there's levels to life. Keep leveling up and trying to reach that point every single time and time again. And then more advanced, higher level strategies is just, okay, now that I've closed like 10 deals, how do I close 20 deals in half the amount of time? And it's literally, you just take it one piece at a time, and it kind of just shows itself. Like as these problems come up, you try to solve the problems as they go. Don't try to solve all of your problems. Don't start thinking about hiring a virtual assistant. Don't start thinking about hiring a team if you haven't even closed a deal. You don't even understand the business model. Just take it one step at a time. Get on the phone with sellers, find motivated sellers, go on appointments, sign them up under contract, try to close the deals, and try to do more deals. It's literally that simple. A lot of you guys just overcomplicate the process. But the thing is you gotta take that first step. And after you've taken that first step, take the second step. Just make it super simple for yourself and just keep leveling up higher and higher again until you get to where you wanna be. That's how business goes. That's the secret of business. So the reason why a majority of you haven't gotten success is because you haven't taken action. So the one key part I really want to dive into your skull, and I want you to get out of this video, is that you just need to go take action. I have all the content on my YouTube channel. I have all of the content in my courses. I'll give you everything in my mentoring. Everything's out there one way, shape, or form. If you want the fast route, it's available. If you want the try to figure it out yourself route, it's all out there. Really, every question that you've ever had. I've had so many people hit me up, hey Devin, I closed a deal because of your YouTube videos. Or I was able to find some information on YouTube in general, or Google, or different Facebook groups. Like literally everything's out there. You just need to kind of obsess about it and keep getting excited about being able to get onto that new level. Even though that new level might not be all of that exciting, at least for the beginning level standpoint of looking at someone that's closed 100 deals and you haven't closed one, even acknowledging yourself that you've made like one phone call, that should be exciting for you. Now go make a second phone call and just keep trying to do whatever you can to get on to that next level. So I'm just kind of like evaluating all of these different things that's going on with a lot of different people and just kind of compiling them into these videos. And I want you to be able to take action. I want to put out the information that wasn't out there and available for me when I was getting started. There really wasn't that much like the content's probably like tripled since I started. So see that as an opportunity. It's not too oversaturated. You can still, there's tons and tons of people going out there and starting fresh and closing deals out there all over the country. So knowing this fact, knowing that it's not too late to get into it, and it probably won't ever be, take what you know right now and take action. And as you're taking action, then reevaluate, try to figure out what the next step is. And if you think of it like this, even if you spend, let's say like, I'm being like over dramatic in this example, but let's say that you spent like $10,000 trying to get started. You've spent $10,000, haven't closed a single deal. All it takes is like one, maybe two deals to get that money back. And most people that close like 3 deals, they usually scale it off to being able to do at least 1 deal a month, maybe 2 deals a month, maybe 3 to 5 deals a month. So if you can realize like, hey, none of it's a waste, it's all learning experience. Just keep taking that next step forward, and eventually it'll all come back to you, and you'll be rewarded for all of the action that you've taken in the business. So that's really the key secret. I know like it always seems like there's some sort of secret that's missing. It's really you're the missing piece of the puzzle of why you haven't gotten success yet. Evaluate what's going on, take action, and just keep this feedback loop going and figuring out what the next step is and solving problems as they come. Don't try to solve everything as they go, or don't try to solve everything in advance. Solve everything as they go, and you'll be able to have success. So anyways, if you haven't already, join the fam, join the game by hitting the subscribe button down below, smash the like button, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.